Thank you for taking some time for yourself. Alright, let's kick things off with a relaxation journey. Find a cozy spot and settle in comfortably. Close your eyes if they aren't already closed. Go ahead and gently shut them. Now take a nice deep breath in, letting it fill your lungs, and then exhale. Perfect. And as you keep breathing, you can remind yourself that you've got the power to choose peace right now with every breath. Perfect. You ever notice how taking a deep breath can feel like hitting the pause button on a crazy day? It's like your body's way of saying, whoa, slow down. We all have this awesome ability to find peace in the chaos, just by taking a breather and letting go of the stress. So as you take this deep breath, don't sweat if you think you should have done it sooner. Just go with the flow of your breath, even if you're fashionably late to the relaxation party. Ever felt that calmness wash over you when you're out in nature? It's like a big warm hug from Mother Earth. We all feel that connection to nature, where everything just seems to fall into place. So picture yourself in your favourite natural spot, and don't stress if your mind starts wandering to your never-ending to-do list. Embrace the distraction and let it float away, like a leaf on the breeze. It's all part of it, even if it gets a little wild sometimes. We all have this knack for finding joy in the little things. So let yourself smile and don't worry if your inner critic starts chiming in. Just remind it that positivity is always welcome here, even if it comes with a bit of skepticism. Laughter's the best medicine after all. Ever notice how a deep breath in can make everything feel a little better? It's like being wrapped in a cozy blanket of love. So imagine yourself getting a big warm hug. And don't overthink it. If your inner skeptic starts whispering doubts, just soak in the warmth and reassurance it brings. Sometimes the simplest gestures hold the most power, even if your mind tries to complicate things. Get comfy and take a deep breath. Feel yourself sinking into your chair or bed, fully supported. Start with your toes, wiggle them gently and notice any sensations. Exhale, let your toes relax completely. Inhale, exhale, releasing any tightness in your calves. Thighs, breathe in. Let them soften. Shift to your chest, inhale deeply. Exhale. Become relaxed and heavy, move to your shoulders, allowing them to drop down. Muscles relax. And last, let your face breathe in and out and allow the muscles in your face to soften. I'm curious if you'll take this moment to enjoy the feeling of relaxation. And as you rest here, know you can return to this calm state whenever you need. Doesn't that feel nice? Most people find that visualizing calm scenes can help them relax, let go of stress. There's no need to be concerned if you can't visualize a calm scene right away. Beating yourself up about it won't create one. And everyone's experienced moments when they needed to distance themselves from troubling thoughts or emotions. You already know how powerful your imagination can be in creating a sense of peace. Some people find that imagining themselves in a serene, natural setting can help them feel more grounded. Most of us have had times when we wished we could escape from our worries or find a sense of calmness within ourselves. It's a very common experience. Everybody has the ability to visualize a clear blue sky with fluffy white clouds drifting lazily by. You've known all along how to tap into your inner resources for relaxation. Maybe there was a time when you didn't realize the full potential of your imagination, but now you understand. It's powerful. Sooner or later, everyone encounters moments when they need to find peace of mind. Sooner or later, everyone seeks refuge from the storms of life. In every culture, people have used visualization techniques to find inner harmony. It gives everyone a sense of pleasure to explore the depths of their imagination and to discover the hidden reservoirs of calmness within. Now imagine yourself sitting by the side of a gentle river. Visualize each thought or emotion as a leaf floating on the surface of the water. Watch as a river carries away each leaf, leaving you feeling lighter, more at peace. Remember, you have the power to release anything that no longer serves you and embrace the serenity within. And hey there, I just want to take a moment to remind you of something pretty incredible. You're one special individual, and as you ease into this relaxed state, let's shine a light on some awesome truths about you. First off, your ability to see challenges as opportunities for growth. That's pure gold. It shows how deeply you understand the dance of life, and how every twist and turn can lead to something beautiful. And let's talk about resilience. It's like your secret superpower guiding you through every bump in the road with style and grace. You've got this uncanny ability to bounce back stronger each time, and that's seriously impressive. And you've got a keen sense of who you are and where you're headed. That's something to be proud of. Your genuine care and understanding have a way of touching hearts and leaving a lasting impact. Now let's talk about determination. When you set your sights on something, there's no stopping you. You've got this unstoppable drive that ensures no goal is ever out of reach. It's inspiring to see you go after what you want with such unwavering resolve. So as you soak in these truths, remember how incredible you are. You've got all these amazing qualities woven into the fabric of who you are, and they shine bright in everything you do. Keep being the awesome person you are, because the world is a better place with you in it. And in a moment, I'm going to share with you a few stories. And at first, you might be thinking, why am I sharing with you these stories? But your subconscious mind will be listening and do something wonderful for you a little later on. Alright, let's kick things off with a little visualization. Picture a chair right in front of you. Got it? Now whenever you're ready, I want you to imagine something pretty powerful. Your PTSD and all those heavy feelings and thoughts, they're going to float right out of you and settle down in that chair. It's like giving them their own space to hang out for a while, separate from you. Whenever you're ready, let's give it a try. Absolutely, let's get imaginative. Picture your PTSD as this big, blobby, jelly-like energy field. It's settling down in that chair, all comfy and cozy, almost like it's taking a little break. This visualization gives you some breathing room, some personal space to just be you without all that weight. So go ahead, let it have its moment in the chair while you take some time for yourself. Take a breather for a sec. Perfect. So there's about 1.9 million Americans dealing with PTSD. That's post-traumatic stress disorder. It happens when remembering a seriously tough situation brings back all stress, like it's happening right now. And sure, you already know how it goes down. When something super stressful goes down, your brain releases stress hormones. It's like your brain's way of saying, remember this, it's important. These hormones help you remember everything about the situation. The sights, sounds, smells, everything. Now those memories get stored in a part of your brain called the hippocampus. It's like a filing cabinet for your memories. These chemicals released during stressful events help lock in those memories. But here's the catch, you already know triggers can release more stress hormones. Your body thinks a stressful event is happening all over again and boom, you're back in that fight or flight mode. Your body goes through all these changes, blood pressure spikes, breathing gets wonky, maybe you start shaking, all because your brain accidentally got stuck in the past. Now with PTSD, as you know, this can happen just from thinking. It's like your brain is wired to turn on your body's stress response with just a thought. The more you think about it, the more you link your mind and body with those stress chemicals. So it makes you wonder, right? Do we do the same thing with our other memories tied to emotions? The way we send messages to our body every day? How do you want to train your body to feel? Alright, so picture this when it comes to thinking about stuff. There are loads of ways to wrap your head around it, right? Enter Cartesian logic. It's like this cool thinking tool named after René Descartes, the brainiac philosopher dude. He was all about asking tough questions and thinking things through. So maybe you already know with Cartesian logic, we're basically diving into this method of really digging deep and figuring out what's what. It's like putting on our thinking caps and going on a quest to unravel the mysteries of life, one logical step at a time. Ready to take a peek, see how it all adds up? What would happen if I did control my thoughts? You know, most people have thought about what it would be like if they could control their thoughts better. I mean, who hasn't wondered how life might change if they could steer their mind in the right direction? You already know how to imagine a world where your thoughts line up with your goals. I bet everyone's had a moment where they thought, what if my mind just listened to me? What would happen if I didn't control my thoughts? So have you ever felt like your thoughts were just all over the place? Like they're doing their own thing and you're just along for the ride? It's pretty common to feel overwhelmed by your own mind, right? Most of us have been there, wondering if our thoughts will ever calm down. What wouldn't happen if I didn't control my thoughts? You know, not everything needs to be under control. It's okay to let things happen naturally sometimes. I think most people find comfort in the unpredictability of life. I mean, imagine if everything was always planned out perfectly. Might get a bit boring, don't you think? What would happen if I did control my thoughts? Life's all about those unexpected moments, isn't it? I mean, who doesn't love a good surprise every now and then? You've always appreciated the beauty of spontaneity. It's like finding joy in the little things that catch you off guard. We all need a bit of that in our lives, don't we? And in the wild world of pricing strategies, where every dollar matters and every cent counts, tales of victory and the struggles are everywhere. These stories woven into the very fabric of business find their home in the pages of the fabulous book titled How to Price Effectively. Among the fascinating stories in this enlightening book, one tale shines particularly bright, the intriguing journey of cruise ship pricing. Once upon a time, those floating paradises of relaxation priced their hotel suites by the square metre. Balcony rooms came with a cheaper price tag simply because they were smaller, following the industry trend of pricing per metre. But innovation knows no bounds, and companies, as you already know, like Aldi and Walmart, have a fondness for their price tags ending in 99 or 7. Even the mighty Costco, known for its cost-effective approach, still offers soda and hot dogs for a mere $1.50. A price, as far as I'm aware, hasn't budged since 1985. Yet in the sea of pricing strategies, the premium brand strategy emerges as a shining example of excellence. Enter the Schlumberger, the giant in the oil fields, boasting 100,000 employees and revenues soaring to $8 billion in 2016. While many in the industry compete for contracts solely based on price, the Schlumberger took a different route. Their value proposition, driving down finding and development costs per barrel through a trio of tactics. Firstly, they focused on boosting drilling efficiency and cutting downtime and ramping up output per day. Secondly, they carefully placed their well bores, ensuring optimal placement and operational efficiency. Lastly, they pioneered wellbore insurance, guaranteeing a smooth installation on the very first try. But the pricing saga doesn't end there. In every industry, every year giants like Boeing meticulously calculate and raise their prices, only to face the tough negotiation tactics from their customers. And then there's the cautionary tale of a company where the pricing department and the sales teams clashed, hindering their ability to maximize profits. And once upon a time, in the whimsical world of science, a group of researchers embarked on a quest to uncover the mysteries of the mighty French fry. Armed with curiosity and a healthy dose of skepticism, they set out to explore the hidden depths of everyone's favourite crispy treat. As they delved into their investigation, they stumbled upon a peculiar finding, a link between French fries and the elusive shadows of anxiety and depression. Yet, you heard it right. The idea that our beloved fries could be the source of our woes, almost as absurd as trying to eat spaghetti with chopsticks. Can you imagine French fries becoming the arch nemesis of happiness, the villain in the grand comedy of life? Think about it like this. When people hear terms like brain disease or chemical imbalances to explain mental health issues, like depression or anxiety, they might start seeing these conditions as really serious, almost irreversible problems where there's not much hope for improvement. Even though scientists might not mean it that way, when regular folk hear these explanations, they might start thinking of mental health problems as something you can never really shake off. Like they're a part of who you are forever. They might think medication can help, but you're never truly cured. So even though scientists are trying to explain things better, sometimes the way people understand it can actually make things worse, making mental health issues seem scarier and more permanent than they really are. It's like the opposite of what the scientists wanted. They just wanted to help. But it ends up making things harder for people with mental health issues. Imagine you're lying in a field gazing up at the vast blue sky, watching those fluffy white clouds drift by. Yeah, those thoughts rolling through your mind. They've got value, my friend. And you know what? There are all sorts of ways to value something, aren't there? Economic value. It's like deciding if something's worth the hype, whether a new game is worth cash, based on how much fun it will bring. Moral value. Think of it as the unspoken rules of the game, knowing when to lend a hand and when to play fair. Personal values, your own set of rules, like being real, spreading kindness and standing up for what matters. Cultural values, it's what makes a crew unique, their customs, traditions, shared vibes. And some things rock on their own, like your favourite music tunes, while others help you score what you want, like cash for the latest gear. Appreciating beauty and creativity, whether it's a fabulous painting or a sunset that stops you in your tracks. How handy something is for getting stuff done. It's like that trusty tool in your kit. So when you're cruising through YouTube or TikTok or lost in your sporty or artsy world, let thoughts flow like passing clouds. Grab what resonates. Let all the rest roll. Keep it cool, keep it true, and keep vibing high. Hey, listen up, your thoughts are like the captain steering your body ship. Sometimes you can't control all of them, and that's okay. It's like sailing through the seas where your mind's waves can toss you around for days, weeks, or even months, depending on the storm. But here's the kicker, eventually you can influence just one thought. As the wise Earl Nightingale once said, we've become what we think about. It's like the soil in our land. It doesn't care what we plant. You can sow weeds and it will grow weeds. Plant flowers and it will bloom flowers. Heck, you can grow Cavendish bananas if you want. Your brain's the same. You can literally cultivate the happiness you plant in it. But hey, when you're dealing with PTSD, it's going to take some sweat and dedication. But guess what? You've got this. Now on to the cool stuff about your body. So check it out, your body's like this total organisation, right? Picture it as a whole team where every part connects to others, kind of like a giant system, and guess what? It's all wrapped up by our skin, giving us an outer boundary. Now, when something needs fixing, your body kicks it into gear with this healing system. It's like this incredible repair crew that's always on standby, ready to jump in whenever needed. And get this, if we pay attention to how the system works, We can totally learn a bunch about how our body functions. Let's start small, like at the molecular level, with DNA, the stuff that basically defines life itself. Of course you've heard of DNA, right? It's like the blueprint that tells our cells how to do their thing. Picture this giant molecule with a cool double helix shape, made up of different building blocks and nucleotides. These nucleotides basically determine what makes us us. Now DNA isn't just chilling in our cells, it's constantly doing stuff. It copies itself to pass information from cell to cell and generation to generation. Plus it makes RNA, this other molecule that carries its messages outside the nucleus, and guess what? RNA helps make specific proteins that give us our structure and function. But here's the kicker. This whole process isn't foolproof. Sometimes things can go haywire, especially when our DNA is exposed to funky stuff like chemicals. But that's when our repair squad comes in. We've got these fabulous enzymes that swoop in to fix any damage, making sure our genetic code stays in top shape. Let's say, for example, you inhale some nasty fumes from a car exhaust. Those toxic particles can mess with your DNA, causing errors and replication. But fear not, our enzymes are like superheroes, correcting mistakes and keeping everything in check. It's like having a built-in spell check for our genetic code. And get this, the healing game isn't just happening at the DNA level, it's everywhere. From tissues to organs to systems, all the way to our skin. We've all accidentally fallen over, and that's when the magic happens. Your body springs into action, sending in white blood cells to defend against germs and clear out the junk. Meanwhile, your skin cells start to rally up close up to the wound and make everything as good as new. So what's the takeaway? Your body's got this incredible ability to heal itself, from the tiniest cells to the grandest systems, as long as we give it the right tools like good nutrition, a healthy lifestyle and great thoughts. It's like having our own personal repair crew keeping us in top shape, and that's pretty awesome, right? Maybe in the past you forgot. Your future self is shaped by the thoughts you entertain today. So take a deep breath. Now visualize a blank canvas before you, vast and pure, waiting to be filled with new colors and shapes. This canvas represents your future, untouched by the shadows of the past. A space where you can paint your own future story. Take a moment to acknowledge the wounds that might have left their mark on your soul and honor them. But as you and I both know, they never define you. Now with each stroke of your imaginary brush, begin to paint over the scars of the past. Choose bright colours that speak to your resilience, hues of courage, strength and healing. Let your hand move freely, expressing the depths of your emotion without judgment or restraint. And as you create, feel the release of pent-up emotions. This canvas is yours to shape into a future of healing and wholeness. With each bright, wonderful brushstroke, envision yourself stepping into a new chapter of your life, one filled with hope and possibility. See yourself walking towards the light of a brighter tomorrow. Know that your healing is a journey, a reminder that you have the power to transform your pain into something really beautiful. Something that speaks to the depths of your soul. And when you're ready to just step back and behold the masterpiece you've created, may still be a work in progress, but know that every stroke brings you one step closer to reclaiming your inner peace and reclaiming your joy. Picture yourself in the middle of a wild storm with winds howling and rain pounding down. It's like you're watching the whole thing from a cozy spot behind a thick window and safe sound. It's kind of like how it feels when your emotions seem far away, like they're wrapped up in dense fog. Joy, sadness, anger, they're all there, but they're sort of distant and quiet. It's like going through the motions of life without really feeling the highs or lows, just kind of coasting along. And when things get really chaotic, it's like being swept up in a huge wave, struggling to find solid ground. Sometimes it's like you're looking at yourself from the outside, watching your thoughts and actions with this weird sense of detachment. And the world around you, it's like seeing everything through a filter, where colours are dull and sounds are muffed, making everything seem kind of strange and unfamiliar. Imagine you're standing at a crossroads with one path leading to a place where your mind tends to dismiss the good things, while the other path opens up a future filled with happiness and possibility. In the past, your mind might have been wired to overlook the positives, almost like wearing blinkers to block out the sunlight. But now let's shift gears. Instead of dwelling on what could go wrong, let's focus on what could go right. As you step into the path towards happiness, it's like entering a new dimension of reality where positivity reigns supreme. Each thought of happiness becomes like a stepping stone, leading you further down this path of optimism and joy. With this dimensional shift of representation, you're reframing your mindset to boundless potential. As you embrace this new way of thinking, your entire outlook on life begins to shift, opening up a future filled with bright possibilities. I want to offer you a moment to reflect. You've visualized your PTSD resting comfortably in that chair, separate from you. Now it's up to you to decide what comes next. You have the opportunity to leave those burdens behind in that chair, if you feel ready to let go. Alternatively, you can choose to invite certain aspects of it back into your life. It's entirely your decision. Take your time to consider what feels right for you now, knowing that you hold the power to choose your path forward. And hey there, most people have this knack for kindness, touching lives and sparking positive vibes everywhere they go. Everyone's got that inner compass guiding them through life, and you've always known how to steer your destiny like a pro. You already know that your past experiences add those colourful threads to your life's tapestry, shaping you into the awesome person you are today. You've known all along how to chase after greatness. It's just part of your DNA. When life throws curveballs, most of us have this inner strength that's like a guiding light, helping us navigate the stormiest of seas with grace. It's a very common experience to find optimism, even on the gloomiest days, and you've got that in spades. Success, they've always been within arm's reach. It's a testament to your never give up attitude. Being real, that's your trademark, building genuine connections wherever you go. Your accomplishments, they've always spoken volumes about your talents and hard work. Kindness, it's your language, breaking down walls and spreading love. Confidence, it radiates from you, inspiring others to believe in themselves. Hope, it's been your rock, guiding you through life's twists and turns. Compassion, It's been your driving force making the world a better place. You've always known how to paint your future on a blank canvas, waiting for your creative touch. Maybe there was a time when you didn't believe your worth, but you know better now. Sooner or later, everyone finds their path and shines bright. Keep spreading those good vibes, my friend. You already know how to cultivate happy thoughts that light up your day. You already know how to put self-care first and get some exercise in regularly. Imagine feeling stronger, more balanced, both physically and mentally. As you look ahead to the future, picture yourself facing life's challenges with newfound resilience and zest. You've got the hang of keeping a balanced diet and staying hydrated. See yourself radiating vitality and well-being in the days to come, nourishing your body with good food, plenty of water. Imagine waking up each morning feeling refreshed and ready to take on the world. Think about the positive impact you're making on society through your hard work. Envision a future filled with fulfillment and joy, knowing that your contributions are making a difference. Picture yourself waking up each day excited for what lies ahead. You already know the value of rest and managing stress. Picture yourself living a life of calm and clarity as you seek out professional advice and follow medical recommendations. See yourself experiencing better health outcomes in the future. Picture yourself feeling empowered and in control of your well-being, making informed choices that support your health. Imagine waking up each morning feeling rejuvenated and ready to take on the day thanks to your healthy sleep habits. See yourself embracing each day with a renewed energy and enthusiasm. You understand the importance of nurturing meaningful relationships. Envision a future filled with love and support, surrounded by people who lift you up and cheer you on through thick and thin. Setting and achieving fitness goals is right up your alley. Picture yourself feeling strong and confident as you continue to prioritize your physical well-being. Imagine celebrating your progress and feeling empowered by how far you've come. Practicing mindfulness and stress reduction is something you already know how to do. Envision feeling emotionally resilient as you navigate life's twists and turns. Picture yourself living in the moment and finding peace in the middle of all that chaos. Finally, imagine leading a life free from harmful habits, filled with improved health and vitality. See yourself embracing each day with optimism and purpose, knowing that you're on the path to a brighter, healthier future. You've already got the know-how and drive to create the future you want. Embrace the possibilities that lie ahead and let them inspire you to keep moving forward with confidence. And I wonder if you can take a few deep breaths right now. Just feel each inhale filling you up with calm. And as you exhale, let go of any tension. Take your time as you start to wake up and think about how you want to return to the fabulous world out there. As you're slowly coming back from this little mental adventure, let each breath remind you of the power you've got inside to shape your reality. Picture the warmth of each inhale giving you a boost of fresh energy, ready to dive back into the wild ride of everyday life. Take a sec to ponder how you want to step back into the world outside. You've picked up some cool insights and experiences during this session. So how do you want to carry that with you? Imagine all the cool things waiting for you out there as you slowly come back into the swing of things. With each breath, you're getting more and more into the groove of the present moment. And when you're ready, just crack open those eyes. Take on whatever's coming your way. Wriggle your fingers and toes and stretch out. Welcome back. You've got this. You're perfect, just as you are.